Welcome back to eSIM Studios. It's a familiar expectation in the tech world. A new year brings a new flagship phone, and with it, a significantly upgraded camera. For a market leader like Samsung, this is almost a given, right? However, a surprising new report suggests the upcoming Galaxy S26 is set to break this tradition for reasons that have more to do with competitive pricing dynamics than technological progress. According to a report from the ELEC, the base S26 and revived S26 Plus models will feature the exact same rear camera hardware as their predecessors, the Galaxy S25, S24, S23, you guessed it, and the S22. This setup will consist of a 50 megapixel main camera, a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto camera, and a 12 megapixel ultra wide camera. This decision extends the life of the same core camera components for a fifth consecutive year. Yes, Samsung is reusing the same camera setup on the S26 it's been using since 2022. Why the stagnation? Well, it's all about Apple. The primary driver for foregoing a long overdue camera upgrade is reportedly a cost-cutting measure. Crucially, this move is a direct reaction to a competitor's pricing. The report claims that Samsung shelved the upgrade after Apple committed to holding the line on pricing for its upcoming iPhone 17 series. This camera freeze isn't a one-off decision either. It aligns with a broader pattern of Samsung reportedly reevaluating its S26 strategy across the board in direct response to Apple's market positioning. We're moving from an era of raw hardware dominance to one where cost management and strategic market positioning can override the impulse for annual spec bumps, even for a market leader. This reveals how major hardware decisions can be dictated more by the high-stakes chess match of flagship pricing than by the simple pursuit of technological advancement. Samsung was apparently planning a camera upgrade for the S26 series. In a counterintuitive twist, the report mentions that because the phone's design was originally built for new, different sensors, Samsung's engineers must now retrofit this new chassis to accommodate the 5-year-old sensors it was never designed to hold in the first place. This forced engineering reversal in perhaps the most telling detail, painting a picture of a company making reactive, last-minute strategic pivots that disrupt its own product development roadmap. It's a clear signal that the decision was not a significant reversal made late in the development process. Ultimately, the S26 camera apparent lack of upgrade is not due to a lack of available technology, but a calculated defensive maneuver in its ongoing market share battle with Apple. For years, consumers have been conditioned to expect to pay for cutting-edge camera innovation. Samsung's move challenges that entire thought, that entire idea. Does this signal a new era where flagship phone innovation takes a backseat to price wars? If so, the future of smartphone competition will be fought not in the lab, but on the balance sheet. So, technically, the only device that's getting an upgrade in the S26 series in the camera department is the S26 Ultra. Now, hang on. Only one out of the 4 cameras on the S26 Ultra is going to get an upgrade. I believe they're upgrading to a 12 megapixel 3x photo from a 10 megapixel 3x telephoto sensor. So this is disturbing. How many of you would pay a little more for better spec cameras? Because that's basically what it comes down to. Now, Samsung choosing not to upgrade the cameras just to keep the price the same, I don't know what they're doing. Look, Samsung's way behind in the camera department. Let's face it, right? They significantly, I believe when the S25 Ultra was released, it was like number 24 in the top 100 of the very best smartphone cameras. Right when the S25 Ultra was released, it was like number 24 on the list. Pixel, I think, was number 2, and I believe Oppo was number 1 in the world. But this is unacceptable. Now, they need to figure out a way to put better sensors, upgraded sensors on these devices. I mean, the S26 Ultra is going to be what? What does it start at? $1,300? They got to do better. What do you think? Let me know in the comments. I'm frustrated. Peace.